lights the oven in the gray. Before the town has opened up its eyes, the flower drifts like morning clouds away beneath the quiet of the waking skies. When the bakery opens in the morning, the scent of bread is carried through the square. No hurried voices and no sudden warning, just warmth and light and kindness in the air. The wooden shelves are waiting to be filled with simple loaves arranged in careful rows. The same small craft that time has always willed, a gentle rhythm everybody knows. When the bakery opens in the morning, the scent of bread is carried through the square. No hurried voices and no sudden warning, just warmth and light and kindness in the air. There is a kind of grace in daily labor, the hands that shape the dough before the day, a gift prepared for stranger and for neighbor, without a need for praise along the way. This is the language spoken without speaking, a welcome offered long before it's heard. When the bakery opens in the morning, the scent of bread is carried through the square. No hurried voices and no sudden warning, just warmth and light and kindness in the air. The road winds gently through the olive trees, beneath a sky as wide as memory. The branches move beneath the summer breeze, in quiet conversation with the sea. A shepherd walks the hillside with his flock. The distant bells are carried on the air, and every turn reveals another view that seems too beautiful not to share. When the sunlight falls across the olive branches, the countryside is glowing soft and green. No grand event and no historic moment, just simple beauty resting in the scene. The road continues farther than the eye can follow, yet every mile feels peaceful and serene. The stone walls trace the edges of the fields. The farmers tend the ground their fathers knew. The harvest comes and goes as seasons turn. The same old cycle faithfully renewed. The swallows sweep above the dusty path. The shadows slowly lengthen through the day. And every traveler walking down this road finds one more reason not to rush away. When the sunlight falls across the olive branches, the countryside is glowing soft and green. No grand event and no historic moment, just simple beauty resting in the scene. The road continues farther than the eye can follow, yet every mile feels peaceful and serene. The world is often measured by achievement, by distance traveled and by things acquired. Yet roads like this suggest another meaning, a life shaped more by gratitude than desire. The olive trees have stood through many lifetimes. They ask for little more than sun and rain, and still they offer fruit and silent wisdom. Again and yet again and yet again. When the sunlight falls across the olive branches, the countryside is glowing soft and green. No grand event and no historic moment, just simple beauty resting in the scene. The road continues farther than the eye can follow, yet every mile feels peaceful and serene. The benches wait beneath the chestnut trees. The square is washed in gentle Sunday light. The baker waves to families passing by, while children laugh and run in pure delight. The fountain sings the song it always sings, its water moving softly through the day. The village gathers without being called, as if their hearts already knew the way. When the village gathers on a Sunday morning, the square becomes a place where time stands still. No grand performance and no special ceremony, just open skies and quiet windows on the hill. The voices blend like music in the distance, a simple joy no wealth could ever fill. The old men sit and speak of harvest years, the young ones dream of places yet unseen. The florist arranges blooms beside her cart, adding color to the peaceful scene. The church bell echoes gently through the air, the swallows circle high above the stone. And for a little while the world feels small, a place where nobody must stand alone. When the village gathers on a Sunday morning, the square becomes a place where time stands still. No grand performance and no special ceremony, just open skies and quiet windows on the hill. Voices blend like music in the distance, a simple joy no wealth could ever fill. There is a comfort found in familiar faces, in greetings shared 100 times before, the understanding built through years together, the quiet trust that opens every door. The world beyond may rush and change its course, yet here the rhythm follows its own pace. And every Sunday leaves the same reminder that human kindness still has found a place. When the village gathers on a Sunday morning, the square becomes a place where time stands still. No grand performance and no special ceremony, just open skies and quiet windows on the hill. The voices blend like music in the distance, a simple joy no wealth could ever fill. A lantern hangs beside the river bend, its weathered frame has watched the seasons pass. The evening storms and bright midsummer days reflect themselves across the moving glass. The path beside the water curves away toward fields of wheat and cottages beyond. And every traveler who passes here feels somehow connected to the pond. When the lantern shines beside the river, the evening settles softly on the land. No grand display and no dramatic gesture, just a quiet light that helps us understand the beauty hidden in the ordinary, the grace of simply reaching out a hand. The fishermen return before the dark. The swans drift slowly through the fading gold. The river carries stories to the sea, far more than any single heart can hold. The lantern waits through every passing year, a faithful witness standing by the shore. And every night it offers gentle light, the same as it has done so long before. When the lantern shines beside the river, the evening settles softly on the land. No grand display and no dramatic gesture, just a quiet light that helps us understand the beauty hidden in the ordinary, the grace of simply reaching out a hand. Perhaps the greatest gifts are not the loudest. Perhaps the truest things are rarely seen. A lantern by the river teaches patience, a steady glow between what has and been. The world may chase the bright and extraordinary, yet wisdom often chooses quieter ways and leaves its mark through faithful repetition across 1,000 ordinary days. When the lantern shines beside the river, the evening settles softly on the land. No grand display and no dramatic gesture, just a quiet light that helps us understand the beauty hidden in the ordinary, the grace of simply reaching out a hand. Beyond the wall, a hidden garden grows, where roses climb and ivy finds its way. The gate remains unlocked throughout the year, inviting anyone who wishes to stay. The fountain whispers softly to the birds. The sunlight dances gently through the leaves, and every path reveals another bloom, more beautiful than one first believes. When the garden wakes in the morning sunlight, the colors seem to brighten every stone. No grand design and no ambitious purpose, just living things that flourish on their own. A quiet place where hearts may rest a moment and remember they are never truly alone. The gardener moves slowly through the rows, with weathered hands and patient, careful eyes. He tends each flower as if it were a friend, and watches every season's slow surprise. The lilies open to the warmth of day, the lavender drifts softly on the breeze, and somewhere in the branches overhead, a sparrow sings among the trees. When the garden wakes in the morning sunlight, the colors seem to brighten every stone. No grand design and no ambitious purpose, just living things that flourish on their own. A quiet place where hearts may rest a moment and remember they are never truly alone. There is a lesson written in the petals, a wisdom carried gently by the air. The finest things are often growing quietly, unnoticed by the hurried everywhere. The garden asks for patience and attention, and offers peace in exchange for time. A reminder that the smallest acts of tending may become something lasting and sublime. When the garden wakes in the morning sunlight, the colors seem to brighten every stone. No grand design and no ambitious purpose, just living things that flourish on their own. A quiet place where hearts may rest a moment and remember they are never truly alone. clockmaker unlocks the narrow door before the town has fully come awake. 100 ticking voices fill the room, each one a path that time itself can take. The brass and wood reflect the morning sun, the pendulums continue as before, and every careful movement of his hands keeps rhythm with the town beyond the door. When the clockmaker opens in the morning, the village hears another faithful song. No grand occasion and no special warning, just hands and gears that quietly move along. The hours pass, but somehow leave a kindness inside the place where all the clocks belong. He winds the oldest pieces with great care, the same way he was taught when he was young. The workshop carries stories through the years, in every clock whose bell has ever rung. Outside the square continues with its pace. Inside the room the world is calm and small, a sanctuary built from measured time that welcomes every visitor who calls. When the clockmaker opens in the morning, the village hears another faithful song. No grand occasion and no special warning, just hands and gears that quietly move along. The hours pass, but somehow leave a kindness inside the place where all the clocks belong. There is a lesson hidden in the ticking, a reminder that each moment has its place. The days move on, whether we watch or listen, yet every second leaves a subtle trace. And though the years continue ever onward, some things endure beyond what time can claim. The care we give to ordinary moments, and those who quietly remember every name. When the clockmaker opens in the morning, the village hears another faithful song. No grand occasion and no special warning, just hands and gears that quietly move along. The hours pass, but somehow leave a kindness inside the place where all the clocks belong. market wakes before the church bell rings. The stalls unfold beneath the gentle sky. Fresh baskets overflow with summer things, while swallows trace their circles flying high. The cobbled stones remember every year the footsteps of the people passing through. The vendors greet the morning with a smile as sunlight settles softly on the view. When the market opens for the morning, the village gathers slowly in the square. No grand display and no official calling, just familiar voices floating through the air. The scent of bread and fruit becomes a welcome, a simple gift that everyone can share. The farmer brings tomatoes from the hill. The florist sets her flowers by the gate. The baker offers loaves still warm and still. The children run although their mothers wait. Each corner holds a story of its own. 1,000 ordinary lives combined. The hours move with unhurried certainty, leaving little cause to look behind. When the market opens for the morning, the village gathers slowly in the square. No grand display and no official calling, just familiar voices floating through the air. The scent of bread and fruit becomes a welcome, a simple gift that everyone can share. There is a kind of beauty in repetition, the same routines returning every week. The quiet strength of shared participation, the comfort found in things we never seek. The market does not promise transformation or ask the world to notice what it does. It simply offers space for human presence, and somehow that is always enough for us. When the market opens for the morning, the village gathers slowly in the square. No grand display and no official calling, just familiar voices floating through the air. The scent of bread and fruit becomes a welcome, a simple gift that everyone can share. platform waits beneath a fading moon. The rails are silver in the early day. The lantern by the ticket booth burns low, while distant clouds are slowly blown away. A porter sweeps the dust from wooden boards, the same old task he's done for many years. The station breathes before the trains arrive, a place that gathers hopes and quiet fears. When the station opens for the morning, the town begins to stir and come alive. No grand event and no great celebration, just simple reasons people still arrive. The whistle echoes softly through the valley. The sunlight paints the windows gold and bright. The baker carries baskets down the road. The teacher walks with papers in her hand. Two children chase their shadows by the tracks, while farmers speak of weather and the land. The benches hold the stories of the years, of reunions and departures long ago. Every suitcase carries someone's dream. Every traveler has somewhere else to go. When the station opens for the morning, the town begins to stir and come alive. No grand event and no great celebration, just simple reasons people still arrive. The whistle echoes softly through the valley. The sunlight paints the windows gold and bright. There is a kind of wisdom in these places that never asked for praise or recognition. The doors remain unlocked for those arriving, and patience forms a quiet tradition. 100 different lives may cross a moment, then separate beyond the turning bend. Yet every journey leaves a trace behind it, a memory that refuses to descend. The station stands through every changing season, a witness to the stories people share. And every dawn it offers the same promise, that someone will be waiting somewhere there. When the station opens for the morning, the town begins to stir and come alive. No grand event and baker lights the oven in the gray before the town has opened up its eyes. The flour drifts like morning clouds away beneath the quiet of the waking skies. When the bakery opens in the morning, the scent of bread is carried through the square. No hurried voices and no sudden warning, just warmth and light and kindness in the air. The wooden shelves are waiting to be filled with simple loaves arranged in careful rows. The same small craft that time has always willed, a gentle rhythm everybody knows. When the bakery opens in the morning, the scent of bread is carried through the square. No hurried voices and no sudden warning, just warmth and light and kindness in the air. There is a kind of grace in daily labor, the hands that shape the dough before the day, a gift prepared for stranger and for neighbor, without a need for praise along the way. This is the language spoken without speaking, a welcome offered long before it's heard. When the bakery opens in the morning, the scent of bread is carried through the square. No hurried voices and no sudden warning, just warmth and light and kindness in the air. The road winds gently through the olive trees, beneath a sky as wide as memory. The branches move beneath the summer breeze, in quiet conversation with the sea. A shepherd walks the hillside with his flock. The distant bells are carried on the air, and every turn reveals another view that seems too beautiful not to share. When the sunlight falls across the olive branches, the countryside is glowing soft and green. No grand event and no historic moment, just simple beauty resting in the scene. The road continues farther than the eye can can follow, yet every mile feels peaceful and serene. The stone walls trace the edges of the fields. The farmers tend the ground their fathers knew. The harvest comes and goes as seasons turn, the same old cycle faithfully renewed. The swallows sweep above the dusty path, the shadows slowly lengthen through the day. And every traveler walking down this road finds one more reason not to rush away. When the sunlight falls across the olive branches, the countryside is glowing soft and green. No grand event and no historic moment, just simple beauty resting in the scene. The road continues farther than the eye can follow, yet every mile feels peaceful and serene. The world is often measured by achievement, by distance traveled and by things acquired. Yet roads like this suggest another meaning, a life shaped more by gratitude than desire. The olive trees have stood through many lifetimes. They ask for little more than sun and rain, and still they offer fruit and silent wisdom. Again and yet again and yet again. When the sunlight falls across the olive branches, the countryside is glowing soft and green. No grand event and no historic moment, just simple beauty resting in the scene. The road continues farther than the eye can follow, yet every mile feels peaceful and serene. The benches wait beneath the chestnut trees. The square is washed in gentle Sunday light. The baker waves to families passing by, while children laugh and run in pure delight. The fountain sings the song it always sings, its water moving softly through the day. The village gathers without being called, as if their hearts already knew the way. When the village gathers on a Sunday morning, the square becomes a place where time stands still. No grand performance and no special ceremony, just open skies and quiet windows on the hill. The voices blend like music in the distance, a simple joy no wealth could ever fill. The old men sit and speak of harvest years, the young ones dream of places yet unseen. The florist arranges blooms beside her cart, adding color to the peaceful scene. The church bell echoes gently through the air, the swallows circle high above the stone, and for a little while the world feels small, a place where nobody must stand alone. When the village gathers on a Sunday morning, the square becomes a place where time stands still. No grand performance and no special ceremony, just open skies and quiet windows on the hill. Voices blend like music in the distance, a simple joy no wealth could ever fill. There is a comfort found in familiar faces, in greetings shared 100 times before, the understanding built through years together, the quiet trust that opens every door. The world beyond may rush and change its course, yet here the rhythm follows its own pace, and every Sunday leaves the same reminder that human kindness still has found a place. When the village gathers on a Sunday morning, the square becomes a place where time stands still. No grand performance and no special ceremony, just open skies and quiet windows on the hill. The voices blend like music in the distance, a simple joy no wealth could ever fill. A lantern hangs beside the river bend, its weathered frame has watched the seasons pass. The evening storms and bright midsummer days reflect themselves across the moving glass. The path beside the water curves away toward fields of wheat and cottages beyond, and every traveler who who passes here feels somehow connected to the pond. When the lantern shines beside the river, the evening settles softly on the land. No grand display and no dramatic gesture, just a quiet light that helps us understand the beauty hidden in the ordinary, the grace of simply reaching out a hand. The fishermen return before the dark. The swans drift slowly through the fading gold. The river carries stories to the sea, far more than any single heart can hold. The lantern waits through every passing year, a faithful witness standing by the shore. And every night it offers gentle light, the same as it has done so long before. When the lantern shines beside the river, the evening settles softly on the land. No grand display and no dramatic gesture, just a quiet light that helps us understand the beauty hidden in the ordinary, the grace of simply reaching out a hand. Perhaps the greatest gifts are not the loudest. Perhaps the truest things are rarely seen. A lantern by the river teaches patience, a steady glow between what has and been. The world may chase the bright and extraordinary, yet wisdom often chooses quieter ways and leaves its mark through faithful repetition across 1,000 ordinary days. When the lantern shines beside the river, the evening settles softly on the land. No grand display and no dramatic gesture, just a quiet light that helps us understand the beauty hidden in the ordinary, the grace of simply reaching out a hand. Beyond the wall, a hidden garden grows, where roses climb and ivy finds its way. The gate remains unlocked throughout the year, inviting anyone who wishes to stay. The fountain whispers softly to the birds. The sunlight dances gently through the leaves, and every path reveals another bloom, more beautiful than one first believes. When the garden wakes in the morning sunlight, the colors seem to brighten every stone. No grand design and no ambitious purpose, just living things that flourish on their own. A quiet place where hearts may rest a moment and remember they are never truly alone. The gardener moves slowly through the rows, with weathered hands and patient, careful eyes. He tends each flower as if it were a friend, and watches every season's slow surprise. The lilies open to the warmth of day, the lavender drifts softly on the breeze, and somewhere in the branches overhead, a sparrow sings among the trees. When the garden wakes in the morning sunlight, the colors seem to brighten every stone. No grand design and no ambitious purpose, just living things that flourish on their own. A quiet place where hearts may rest a moment and remember they are never truly alone. There is a lesson written in the petals, a wisdom carried gently by the air. The finest things are often growing quietly, unnoticed by the hurried everywhere. The garden asks for patience and attention, and offers peace in exchange for time. A reminder that the smallest acts of tending may become something lasting and sublime. When the garden wakes in the morning sunlight, the colors seem to brighten every stone. No grand design and no ambitious purpose, just living things that flourish on their own. A quiet place where hearts may rest a moment and remember they are never truly alone. clockmaker unlocks the narrow door before the town has fully come awake. 100 ticking voices fill the room, each one a path that time itself can take. The brass and wood reflect the morning sun. The pendulums continue as before, and every careful movement of his hands keeps rhythm with the town beyond the door. When the clockmaker opens in the morning, the village hears another faithful song. No grand occasion and no special warning, just hands and gears that quietly move along. The hours pass, but somehow leave a kindness inside the place where all the clocks belong. He winds the oldest pieces with great care, the same way he was taught when he was young. The workshop carries stories through the years, in every clock whose bell has ever rung. Outside the square continues with its pace. Inside the room the world is calm and small, a sanctuary built from measured time that welcomes every visitor who calls. When the clockmaker opens in the morning, the village hears another faithful song. No grand occasion and no special warning, just hands and gears that quietly move along. The hours pass, but somehow leave a kindness inside the place where all the clocks belong. There is a lesson hidden in the ticking, a reminder that each moment has its place. The days move on, whether we watch or listen, yet every second leaves a subtle trace. And though the years continue ever onward, some things endure beyond what time can claim. The care we give to ordinary moments, and those who quietly remember every name. When the clockmaker opens in the morning, the village hears another faithful song. No grand occasion and no special warning, just hands and gears that quietly move along. The hours pass, but somehow leave a kindness inside the place where all the clocks belong. breaks before the church bell rings. The stalls unfold beneath the gentle sky. Fresh baskets overflow with summer things, while swallows trace their circles flying high. The cobbled stones remember every year the footsteps of the people passing through. The vendors greet the morning with a smile as sunlight settles softly on the view. When the market opens for the morning, the village gathers slowly in the square. No grand display and no official calling, just familiar voices floating through the air. The scent of bread and fruit becomes a welcome, a simple gift that everyone can share. The farmer brings tomatoes from the hill. The florist sets her flowers by the gate. The baker offers loaves still warm and still. The children run although their mothers wait. Each corner holds a story of its own. 1,000 ordinary lives combined. The hours move with unhurried certainty, leaving little cause to look behind. When the market opens for the morning, the village gathers slowly in the square. No grand display and no official calling, just familiar voices floating through the air. The scent of bread and fruit becomes a welcome, a simple gift that everyone can share. There is a kind of beauty in repetition, the same routines returning every week. The quiet strength of shared participation, the comfort found in things we never seek. The market does not promise transformation or ask the world to notice what it does. It simply offers space for human presence, and somehow that is always enough for us. When the market opens for the morning, the village gathers slowly in the square. No grand display and no official calling, just familiar voices floating through the air. The scent of bread and fruit becomes a welcome, a simple gift that everyone can share. platform waits beneath the fading moon. The rails are silver in the early day. The lantern by the ticket booth burns low, while distant clouds are slowly blown away. A porter sweeps the dust from wooden boards, the same old task he's done for many years. The station breathes before the trains arrive, a place that gathers hopes and quiet fears. When the station opens for the morning, the town begins to stir and come alive. No grand event and no great celebration, just simple reasons people still arrive. The whistle echoes softly through the valley. The sunlight paints the windows gold and bright. The baker carries baskets down the road. The teacher walks with papers in her hand. Two children chase their shadows by the tracks, while farmers speak of weather and the land. The benches hold the stories of the years, of reunions and departures long ago. Every suitcase carries someone's dream. Every traveler has somewhere else to go. When the station opens for the morning, the town begins to stir and come alive. No grand event and no great celebration, just simple reasons people still arrive. The whistle echoes softly through the valley. The sunlight paints the windows gold and bright. There is a kind of wisdom in these places that never asked for praise or recognition. The doors remain unlocked for those arriving, and patience forms a quiet tradition. 100 different lives may cross a moment, then separate beyond the turning bend. Yet every journey leaves a trace behind it, a memory that refuses to descend. The station stands through every changing season, a witness to the stories people share. And every dawn it offers the same promise, that someone will be waiting somewhere there.
sleep.